What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. It helps our content get out to a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. So for today's video, I have a very special review to share with you. Actually, we're going to be going over a $300,000 personal loan funding play. That's right, a $300,000 personal loan funding play. And one of the great things about this information I'm about to share with you is that you can get a soft pull offer before you actually accept. So I'm going to be going over 5 different lenders. Now, there's a lot of different personal loan products out there. There's a lot of information on YouTube already. So I'm not going to give you some of the regurgitated information that you might see. I'm going to be sharing some lenders that you may not have heard about or ones that aren't household names, so to speak. So first up on the list, we have Customers Bank. Now, Customers Bank is actually a top 20 financial institution in the United States. They have about $19 billion in assets. So they offer small business products. I'm just going to focus on the personal loans. So they offer personal checking, savings, as well as mortgages. But in terms of the loans, is that you can get a soft pull offer. So all you got to do is hit this apply now. The minimum amount that you could apply for is going to be $5,000 and the maximum is $50,000. All right, so to go back to our sheet, the first lender that we're going to put is Customers Bank. So Customers Bank has personal loans up to $50,000. Now, in terms of the data points, now they're going to be pulling either your Equifax or your TransUnion. And these are data points that I pulled from speaking with a representative on the phone. They're going to pull either your Equifax or your TransUnion. So it's hard to say which of those that they will pull. Now, this can vary depending on where you are geographically. Now, they do offer personal loans in all but about 4 states. So this is pretty much available to most people who are watching this video. There's only 4 states. I don't recall off the top of my head, but up to 50,000, and it's going to be Equifax or TransUnion. Sometimes lenders may use a different bureau based off of where you are geographically, but I would just go into it expecting to get hard pulled from either of these different credit bureaus. Now, I did walk through the pre-qualification. Now, a couple things I wanted to show you. Now, I did enter in for $50,000. They give you a 5-year term as well as a 3-year term. So either 60 months or 36 months. You also know what the monthly payment is going to be. Now, with the shorter term, it's going to be a higher payment. However, look how the interest rate is lower on the shorter term versus the longer term for the same exact amount. So one of the reasons why the longer term has a higher interest rate is because it's a higher risk to the lender, the more that you owe them and for the longer period of time. Now, down here, they allow you to enter in different scenarios. So let's say I only wanted to put in $25,000 and let's say for 5 years. You can add these different scenarios. It'll crunch the numbers based on your information, and then it'll give you a monthly payment as well as a projected interest rate. So as you can see with the $25,000 loan 5-year term, the interest rate is lower, 13.86% compared to 20.73% for the $50,000, with the same 5-year term. And let's say, you only wanted, let's say $5,000 and you did it for a 5-year term. The interest rate is going to be even lower because we're working with a much smaller amount. And if, you did a 3-year, the interest rate is actually going to lower. So I just wanted to show you these scenarios. So see, the $5,000 loan is 8.5% APR. And when I do the 3-year term, 8.27% APR for 5,000. So I just wanted to let you guys know kind of how the APRs work depending on the loan amount as well as the term. So if you want a lower APR, a lower amount in a shorter term, and then if you want a higher amount, just know that the APR is going to be higher. And then if you want a longer term, it's going to be higher. So those are the 2 variables that are going to play a part when it comes to the APR. So let's say after you select one of these different offers, now I'm not going to fully go through with this, but I just want to do this for demonstration purposes. You just hit the continue button. So some of the additional documentation is going to be proof of identity, personal bank statement. So they're also going to ask for proof of employment and income. income as well as proof of any additional income. So Figure Personal Loan has loan amounts up to $50,000 with terms out to 60 months. And I would say their APRs are pretty comparable to Customers Bank in terms of the APR, right about the same. Now, they will ask you to provide additional documentation in the same way. Their APR goes as low as 5.75%, and you can get up to $50,000. Now, you can hit this Find My Rate, and it'll walk you through the pre-qualification up to $50,000. So just to go back, so we have a Figure Loan, and Figure Loan goes up to 50,000 as well. That's the maximum. And in terms of data points, they're going to be looking at your Experian. And specifically, I'm just going to put in this is going to be the FICO 9 version. So you can go on myfico.com and see what your Experian FICO 9 is. Now, I was able to pull that data point from some information that I received directly from representatives at Figure. So this is as specific as you can get in terms of the data point they're going to be using to baseline the credit decision. Next up on the list, we have SoFi personal loans. So SoFi personal loans go a minimum of $5,000 all the way up to $100,000, and the APRs can go as low as 5.74%. Now, SoFi has a great platform just overall outside of their personal loans. They have a credit card, they have an investment platform, but in terms of their personal loans, you can view your rate, and right here it says without impacting your credit score. So far, all of these lenders that we've gone over, you can get a soft pull qualification. SoFi goes up to a maximum of $100,000. In terms of what bureau they're going to be pulling, SoFi is going to be pulling Experian, but they're using specifically the FICO 8 version. So you could go onto my FICO and see what your FICO 8 is. Now, FICO 8 is the most widely used version, but what I'm starting to see recently is a lot of lenders using the FICO 9. So I don't know if over time more lenders are going to use FICO 9 more than FICO 8, but right now FICO 8 is still the dominant FICO scoring model. And FICO 10, not too many lenders, if at all, have implemented that. Sometimes it takes years before a lender might change their underwriting FICO model that they're using. But so far, we have 50,000 from Customers Bank, soft pull pre-qualification, 50,000 from Figure Loans, up to 100,000 from SoFi. So next on the list, we have Laurel Road. Now, Laurel Road is a subsidiary of Key Bank. Now, Key Bank is a top 15 financial institution in the United States. Now, Laurel Road was designed for, students, people with student loans. That's really who they're marketing towards. However, to qualify for a personal loan, you don't necessarily need to be in college or a graduate. You don't even need to have attended college or have student loan debt at all. Anyone can apply for their credit card or for their personal loan. Now, as it says right here, you can check your rate. There's no impact to your credit score whatsoever. They have loans to go up to $50,000 as well. The information is very, very simple, just some basic stuff, your name, your social security number. Now, I just wanted to just confirm with everyone watching this video. Right here it says Laurel Road is a brand of KeyBank National Association. To continue, please agree to a soft credit pool by KeyBank. Don't worry, checking your preliminary rates through a soft credit pool won't affect your credit. So again, this is another one, and it's just going to be a soft inquiry, and they go up to $50,000. So right here, we're going to put Laurel Road. And again, this is a subsidiary of Key Bank. So this is a great way for you to even establish a relationship with Key Bank, because they have a lot of other products as well. And so, again, this is $50,000. Last but not least, we have First Tech Federal Credit Union. Now, I've been talking about First Tech now for 2 years. This is one of the most underrated credit unions out there. You hear a lot about Navy Federal. Don't sleep on First Tech. They have a lot of great products. Now, in terms of their personal loans, so they have an emergency loan. Now, this goes up to $10,000, 6 months to 36 months. Their personal loans, stock secured loans, personal line of credit. They even have an advantage loan. So this this is going to be like a payday loan alternative. It's a short-term loan up to $500. And to qualify, it's just 20% of your gross monthly income. Now, what makes First Tech very unique is that First Tech has multiple different products that you can apply for, and they're only going to pull your credit one time every 30 days, meaning that you can apply for a personal line of credit up to $25,000, right? So a personal line of credit, you can actually get access to cash, transfer it to your checking account, and you can max out the entire line if you want. They also have personal loans up to $50,000. Now, in terms of personal loan products, you got $50,000 on a personal loan, $25,000 on a personal line of credit. If you want to go a step even further, in terms of the credit cards they offer, they have the Odyssey Rewards World Elite MasterCard. Now, this has a maximum credit limit of $100,000, but a minimum credit limit of $25,000. Now, what makes First Tech so unique is that you can apply for a credit card, you could apply for a personal line of credit, and you can apply for a personal loan with just one credit inquiry. All right, so let's just recap the $300,000 personal loan funding play. Now, again, this is not financial advice. This is for informational purposes only. And I do realize that there are a lot of other personal loan products out there, but I just wanted to focus on these in case you've never heard of these or you're not aware that these exist. So let's just recap some of the important data points. So first up, we cover Customers Bank. Now, Customers Bank is going to be available to most states. I believe there's only 4 states where you can't get this loan, and it's going to be like some of the more obscure states like North Dakota, South Dakota. It goes up to $50,000. You can get this with a pre-qualification, and you can create different scenarios, whether you want a 3-year, 5-year, $50,000, $25,000, whatever the amount is. And they're going to be pulling Equifax or TransUnion. Now, again, some lenders might pull different bureaus depending on your geographic location. But from what I was told, they're going to either pull Equifax or TransUnion. So just be prepared for that. Then you have Figure Loan. We did a full video review several days ago. They go up to $50,000, and they're going to be using specifically your Experian FICO 9. So you can go into My FICO and see what all your FICO scores are. So when I'm telling you the specific scoring model that they're using, whether it's FICO 9, FICO 8, FICO 5, you know exactly which credit score to refer back to on your My FICO report. So SoFi is going to be the highest in terms of limits. So they go as high as $100,000, and they're going to be pulling your Experian FICO 8. You also want to make sure that your Experian credit report is not frozen for SoFi or any of these soft pull pre-qualifications, because if it is, then they may not be able to pre-qualify you. So just make sure it's unfrozen. Next, we have Laurel Road. You could also pre-qualify for up to $50,000. And Laurel Road is a subsidiary of KeyBank. KeyBank is one of the top 15 banks in the entire country. So this is a great way of even building a relationship with KeyBank and getting some of their other, personal loans, business credit cards, stuff like that. But Laurel Road is going to be pulling TransUnion ultimately to pre-qualify you. And once you consent to a hard pull after you've been pre-qualified. Last but not least, we have First Tech. So First Tech Federal Credit Union, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated credit unions. Now, what makes this really unique is that they do have a soft pull pre-qualification on their website, and you can get multiple loan products with the same exact hard inquiry. So they're only going to hard pull you one time, and that hard pull is good for 30 days. So as long as you apply for any other products, whether that's a personal line of credit, personal loan, credit card, auto loan, you can keep applying for as many products. Applying for multiple products will not result in multiple inquiries as long as it's within a 30-day window. So if you apply for a credit card today, you can also apply for a loan next week and a line of credit the week after or the next day. As long as it's within 30 days, you're not going to get an additional hard pull. So in terms of just the bureaus that they're going to be pulling for this $300,000 personal loan funding play, you have about 3 Figure, SoFi, and First Tech, which are going to be using Experian. So I would say maybe a little bit more slighted towards Experian. Customers Bank, either Equifax or TransUnion. So when you add this all up, you got 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 250,000, and then 300,000. And with this first tech 50,000, that's pretty conservative, because if you are able to get the max on the credit card, the max on the personal line of credit, the max on the personal loan, that could potentially be more than 50,000. But anyways, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. If you found this video helpful, definitely make sure you like, share, comment, make sure you subscribe, share this information with any of your family members, anyone that you know who's trying to level up and get access to capital, access to loans, credit cards. Definitely make sure you share this video with them. And if anyone has any data points personally with any of these products, definitely let us know your experience. I've posted links to all the personal loan pre-qualifications we've covered in this video in the description of the video, as well as pinned in the comment section. Until next time, take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.